Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us a beautiful example concerning the mu'jizat
that is given to the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Anbiya. But the Karamat is given to the saints and those who are pious. The gifts that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us.
It comes from the word of karama, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored them, because Allah is one who's noble. So the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he gave them the highest rank of nobility. And he is al-Kareem. He's very generous and he's noble. Now, Allah gave us a beautiful story of Isa alayhi salatu salam. Before I explained when Isa alayhi salatu salam, then when he turned the piece of clay into a bird and he blew and it flew away. In the Habs Qura'at, the word that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used, the word ta'iran, is in the Habs Qura'at, means something, that bird that flew away. But in Warush Qura'at, nafi'ah, now, what's the difference? One could be maybe slightly is long. It can maybe have some plurality in it. But ta'iran is something that's a little bit different. The ta'ira. Let me explain. When we look at, when we study the sha'ir poetry, the Arabic sha'ir, the Arabic poetry, when they use the word ta'iran, this is dealing with something that is strange. Like, like when they get the bones and they throw it, when they try to make a prophecy about something, and the bones that they throw, it moves a certain way, it flies a certain way. It's a little bit different. Something that is strange. When we look in the Wash Qura'at, what was strange that took place? According to Ibn Abbas and some of the Tabi'in and some of the Sahaba, they said it was, this bird could have been a bat, as they say. Very strange. And it flew, and bats fly real fast. And it flew away real fast. And every time they move their eyes from the bat will fall down on the ground unalive. Then when they look at it again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring life back to the bat, and the bat will fly all over the place. So check this out. Some of the ulama say why, according to Bakhawi, he said the reason why, because Allah is the one who's the author of life and death. We know Surah Al-Mulk, وهو على كل شيء قدير الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور. Allah is the one who controls death and life and death. Right. That's why Isa said, bi-idhnillah, by the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the entity come to life. Now, in the later part of that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, now what does this mean? This is the Wash Qura'at. I just want to make a reminder. Well, Isa alayhi salatu salam said he will give what? He will heal the blind. He will have people who have a skin disorder, who will have a skin disease. As we know the word abiyad in Arabic, abiyad means what? White, right? Well, when we study the Arab back in the day, the people who live in Hijaz, when they would see a person who would have a white skin disease, like leprosy, that's abiyad, means something that turned that entity white. So they would look at the color white like a disease, even though white is the state of purity. Let's go back. When Musa alayhi salatu salam, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Musa to put his hand inside his garment, it came back what? White, right? So when he revealed it to Pharaoh maybe thought what? That Pharaoh was, of course, we know that Musa alayhi salatu salam was black. Pharaoh thought what? Musa probably maybe had a skin disease. It was abiyad. When he held his hand up and when he put it back into his garment, what happened? He turned black to his regular color, which is black. How can a black man's hand be completely white? See, so when the skin disease turned white, abiyad, they look at that either it was leprosy or a certain type of skin disease. So Isa alayhi salatu salam said he would heal the people. Now let's go back what Ibn Abbas said. He said the people will be lined up at the house of Isa alayhi salatu salam. Thousands on top of thousands waiting, be eaten by the permission of Allah for Isa to heal them, even the blind. Even Isa alayhi salatu salam would go make what? Doctor visits to the people. So why was Isa alayhi salatu salam given the gift, the karama of healing, is to bring the people back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Each of the Anbiya, the prophets of Allah azza wa jalla, each one of them was given different type of miracles. So let's go further. Now he healed the sick. He healed the blind. And what took place after that? وَأُحْيِي الْمَوْتَى بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ. Allah put بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ, by the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Isa alayhi salam, by the permission of Allah azza wa jalla, he brought life to the dead. Now let's review. According to Ibn Abbas, he said that Isa alayhi salam, he also brought 4 people back to life. 3 I'm going to mention, inshallah ta'ala. One of them was a little girl. Parents was crying that they lost their daughter. He went there. What did he do? Bismillah, by the greatest name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bi-idnillah, come back to life. By the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the girl woke up from death. Later on, that girl also was given what? She was given a child. Number 2, it was also Lazarus, as we say, Azarah. Lazarus, as we know, was Isa alayhi salam's partner. It was his boy. They were friends. They was close friends. Well, check it out. He got word. He got a letter that his partner was on the last brink of life. So Lazarus, Azarah's sister, sent him a letter saying, "You need to get here." By the time Isa alayhi salam got there, now look, Ibn Abbas, he said it took Isa 3 days to get to his place. What did he do? Bismillah, bi-idnillah, by the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the name of his greatest names, come back to life. Bi-idnillah, only by the permission of Allah azza wa jalla. What happened? He woke up. He woke up. When his friend woke up, you know what he was given afterwards? He continued life. You know what happened? He as well was given a child at all. The other one was who? Sam. As in the Bible, Shem, as they say, which was who? Even Noah, which was the son of Noah alayhi salatu wasalam. Now we know that the disciples of Jesus, they want to see different miracles. They want to see different things. What did he do? He went to the grave of Noah's son alayhi salatu wasalam, and he said what? Told that body that's in the grave to come up out of the grave. Only by the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He prayed to Allah to bring life to who? To Sam. And he woke up by the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know what happened? When Sam woke up, his hair turned immediately white. He didn't know what happened. He thought it was what? It was the day of Qiyamah, it was the day of judgment. He said, oh my God, it is the day of judgment. His hair turned white. Now, can you imagine that the disciples of Jesus maybe watched this man's hair turn white? And by the way, they say that Sam was Sham, he was black, as they say. He turned completely white, and he was scared. He was disheveled. He said, it is the last hour. It is the day of judgment, as he said. And Isa alayhi salatu salam, he said, no. He said, okay. He asked him some questions. Then Isa began to raise his hand. And he said, Bismillah, call upon Allah by the greatest name. Go back to sleep. He said, hold up. Before you put me back here, because I have to die all over again, right? Please do not let the death, the maut, be a sense of agony for me. Isa raised his hands, called upon his master, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by his greatest name. You know why I keep saying this? By his greatest name, dear respected brother? Because the Prophet ﷺ said, Surah Ali Imran have what? Ismu Azam. What is Ismu Azam? The greatest names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in Surah Ali Imran. And what is it? Alif Lam Mim. Allahu la ilaha illahu wal hayyul qayyum. If you call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by using these attributes, what happened? Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum. Allah will answer what you want. Subhanallah, he raised his hands, he called upon Allah by his greatest names. And what happened? Isa alayhi salatu salam, no Sam, he went back to sleep. Subhanallah.